Hey, what's going on, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive right into a collective message around the Divine Masculine's energy. I feel like you've been affecting their energy, Divine Feminine. They have been dreaming about you a lot, or they could be in this very dreamy state of mind. But I am getting the feeling that they're having a lot of dreams about you, and it's making them feel hung up on you. A lot could be revealed through dreams right now, and I feel like a lot of clarity is coming through to the Divine Masculines at a time where there is a lot of distance between you two. There's a lot of distance, and I feel like a sense of eagerness coming from wanting to share all of the dreams or synchronicities or experiences that they're having, but they can't share that with you. Or like, I feel a masculine energy who feels a lot of regret from the past. Okay, many of them could be replaying the past or recalling the past or dreaming of the past, wishing that they would have done things differently because time is catching up with them and they're realizing how much time has been lost. Or it could feel like they're just starting to recognize who it is you are to them. Okay, so I'm going to draw cards on the Divine Feminine's energy first, and I'm going to see what kind of dreams they've been having or what kind of clarity has been coming through about your energy in these dreams. Okay, but I do sense that a lot. If any of the Divine Masculines are by any chance listening, I would advise keeping a dream journal. I found it really helpful on my journey because when I looked back on some of the dreams, I would say months later, sometimes even years later, it would make so much sense and it would make trusting my Divine Masculine a lot easier in the 3D. Okay, because it was like the dreams were foreshadowing what would happen. So when it did happen, I was able to trust their truth. Okay, so pay close attention to that and write your dreams down. So let's see what's happening with the Divine Feminines. Okay, how are they seeing you, or what kind of messages or hints or clues are you sending to them in their dream state? So the first one is Lemuria returns. So she is pregnant here as well. So this could be a return of information, okay? A return of new energy, fresh energy. They could have seen you as well as their wife or their mother. Many of them could have seen you as a family together, or they could see you having children together. And this is a feeling that really, really sits with them. It makes them feel like there's unfinished business here. It could be like past energy as well, returning, someone trying to catch up with you from a past lifetime to experience what it's like to have you be either their wife or the mother of their children. Or I don't know if this is going to resonate for some of you, but I feel like that experience was taken from many of you, because I'm getting the words that experience was hijacked. And I'm also hearing like pay attention to dreams of different like time periods, because I keep seeing like Western times or like Victorian times where you had to wear like those big dresses. So for many of you, I feel like there's a lot of unfinished business when it comes to you two being with one another, because that is what your hearts really desired, but it was interrupted somehow with karmic energy. It's almost like you two didn't belong in each other's world, but that's just how love is. It doesn't obey the rules, is what I'm hearing. And you two, like your souls, for whatever reason, in many lifetimes have never obeyed the rules around love, because like your hearts are always causing chaos in every single lifetime. Okay, star-crossed lovers type of thing. It's like, you know, the love between you two ends up causing chaos or war or conflict. Okay, so 555 could be very significant. Many of them could be dreaming about 555, or they could be seeing it a lot on the clock, on their phone. It's like every time they turn on their phone, it's 555 p.m. or 555 a.m. as they're waking up. So many of them, they miss you. They know that there is something significant about this love or this attraction to you, or even this pull or this desire to want to be close to you or want to be next to you. Okay, but there's definitely something significant about something new being birthed, something new about you or this connection being birthed into reality. Let's read the message here. It says, earthy spirituality. Some of you could be earth signs, divine feminines. Maybe your divine masculine could be the earth sign. You don't have to be, but because it's saying earthy, I feel like pointing it out. We have community, and then we have ocean, conservation as well. Some of you could be water signs as well. So this could be significant, okay? One of you could be an earth sign, one of you could be a water sign, but I do feel like whoever it is, they're dreaming about you a lot, and it's making them miss you or making them miss what it is you two had with one another. And also too, divine feminines, like if you guys are already mothers or parents, like I feel like many of your divine masculines feel like that experience should have been with them, or vice versa, okay? I just felt like that message needed to come out for some of you. We also have time and tide, okay? So oceanic spells and rituals. So time is playing a significant role here. And I know with the tide, sometimes the moon can affect the tide. So I do feel like you're definitely dealing with someone who could be heavy water sign energy, but what I'm seeing with time and tide is they feel like it is taking a long time to get to you. I do feel like things aren't ready yet. It's taking some kind of divine timing, which is why they could be dreaming about you more than usual, because I feel like the dreams are trying to act as a way of comforting them through a difficult time. I really do feel like you guys are separated right now, and the energy feels really dense and really heavy because a lot of your divine masculines could be missing you, or they feel like time is running out, and because of that they feel a lot of emotional waves over them. Your energy itself is like a tsunami of emotions. They don't want to feel this, but it's happening regardless. And I feel like as much as they may try to block it off in the physical world, now it's starting to seep into their dreams. Many masculines could be afraid to go to sleep at night. They could be experiencing a lot of insomnia because they simply can't handle what it is they're seeing in their dream state. They don't want to be there. They're like, listen, I don't want to even go to bed because of some of this shit I'm starting to see. I feel like if some of your divine masculines never experience vivid dreaming or lucid dreaming or sleep paralysis, now is the time that many of them are starting to experience it, because like I feel like their energy is becoming more sensitive because of this whole connection to you, divine feminine. If this is a masculine who has never entered into the world of spirituality, this love, this attraction, this chemistry to you is forcing them, I feel, to delve into spiritual practices, spiritual topics, because they are trying their very best to figure it out, all while trying to avoid you. Can you imagine how painful that might be? It's like the only person that might have answers has blocked me, or doesn't want to see me, or doesn't want to communicate with me, or it's really weird or awkward to communicate. One or both of you could be in a relationship, or you may be married. It may not be for everybody, but I'm just seeing that with the time. It's like you guys are waiting for the tide to pull back in somehow, or you're waiting for things to, cool down. When the tide is up, it's like, oh, okay, can't go in the water. Some of you may not be able to communicate sometimes because of like your work schedules, or it's like I feel like you guys only get an opportunity to communicate or talk to each other like on his drive to work. Whoever this divine masculine is could drive. He could call you on his morning to work, or on the drive home from work, or before they go home. They miss that. Okay, they miss these conversations, and that's why I feel so heavily that it's like so much is happening at a time when they can't even reveal to you what it is that's going on. Okay, but they're definitely picking up on you a lot. Let's see what they are going through that they wish that they could maybe reveal to you. I definitely think that they want to tell you they've been dreaming about you a lot more, and then also just dreaming in general. Like I do feel like, again, if this masculine was never spiritual, they're definitely having so many vivid dreams of all different kinds of things that they're like, holy shit, what the hell is happening to me? Usually I can go to bed and I don't even remember that I was dreaming. And now it's like they're seeing all kinds of symbolism, and the only person that they are heavily drawn to at this time is you, because they may know that you're able to give them clarity or relieve it in some kind of way. Okay, they're definitely getting this twin flame pull towards you. They may not call it twin flame. They may not recognize it as that. They may not even know that word. Maybe only you do. But I feel like this is what it feels like, or this is what they could be searching for clarity about. Like, what the hell is happening to me ever since I met this person? I feel like I don't know what's going on. And this is what it means to kind of open up your world into spirituality, because ideally they're starting to see things in a different veil or in a different frequency because of the spiritual awakening that you're actually causing, Divine Feminine, okay? The dreams are starting to piece together and explain to them why it is they're so drawn to you and attracted to you in the physical realm, okay, in the 3D. They've never felt this kind of attraction to you. It feels like their whole body is having I'm well into the video. It feels like their whole body is having an orgasm when they think about you. So can you imagine, for the masculine who is action-oriented, what's on their mind? Seeing you in the physical, all right? 717 energy. Many of you are attracted to the channel because of just that number itself. Okay, physical union. But divine timing is playing a huge factor in this, because you guys need to understand, or I feel like mostly this divine masculine here, like who you are, what this connection really means. And also too, I'm hearing for some of them not to be afraid of it, or not to be afraid of you. Many of them have been afraid of you, or I feel like they've been getting a lot of bad advice when they do share this connection with you, particularly around people being like, oh, maybe this person casted a spell on you, or maybe this person's in dark energy, or blah, 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 whatever the case is. It could be a lot of religious stuff as well that a lot of the divine masculines could be wrapped up in. They're having to maybe question their beliefs, or take a good look at who it is they are, what it is they believe in. Maybe what they've always believed in may not be, the only way, because why are they all of a sudden experiencing all of these weird things that everybody seems to either don't notice or don't understand, except for you, Divine Feminine. When they share it with you, you seem to make sense of it or bring peace. It's because nobody else speaks this language except for you. Can you imagine learning a language and then realizing that you can't communicate with anybody else except your divine counterpart? So this is like this big push, which is going to make a lot of them want to reach out and communicate and experience you in real time. That's why they say the divine masculines are the ones to, chase and pursue, because ideally they need to know what this physical feeling feels like. Just the very thought of you makes them feel electrified or electric. Okay, oh God, I hate to be cheesy. You're so electric, 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 electric. Sorry, I'm so, oh. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, that was Sean Desmond. Okay, whoop whoop Toronto. Okay, that might be a song synchronicity for some of you, but that's how they feel. Is like you're so electric. Just the thought of you sets them on fire. You make their whole body heat up. If this is a divine masculine that, so off topic, but like, let's say they're much older and there might be issues about getting that boy, upright. With your energy, it's like natural, okay? Natural. And that alone is like, holy shit, okay? And just in general, your energy will make that happen right off the bat, okay? No problem. And then it'll feel almost like euphoric, like you are high on ecstasy or high on bliss, or like a feeling of ecstasy or a feeling of euphoria, a feeling of bliss, okay? And what you're actually experiencing in that moment is like, the Kundalini energy wanting to unfold a little bit or get uncomfortable. It gets uncomfortable, so it wants to switch positions because it's awakening a little bit. It's trying to let you know that, you're having a spiritual awakening through meeting this person. They wish that they could tell you all of these things. I'm hearing like, I wish I could tell you all these things. Whoever you are, your masculine wants you to know that. Like, they wish they could tell you all these things that they're learning and they're figuring out. And whoever you are, Divine Feminine, I feel like many of you would just be delighted to have this conversation with them, because now you guys are in alignment. But I'm seeing that you guys are in alignment, but you're also at a distance, okay? And that also happens for a reason, so that you don't interrupt each other's learning. Because if you do, Divine Feminine, like, you're such a huge trigger to them right now. Like, you could stop their exploration just like that. Right? You could reach out and communicate with them and think, oh my God, like, I'm doing the best thing by helping them on their journey. And it's like, boom, you two get wrapped up in some kind of, sexual addiction cycle because you guys aren't ready. The energy is just too crazy. It's too wild. Now is the time to really focus on learning, okay? We also have freedom, leap, Uranus, and opportunities. So if you're careful with this energy, many of your divine masculines as well could be feeling like they want to do something really big. They could want to start a new business. They could feel like, oh, I would just want to like quit my job and move to another country and like, follow my dreams and like, midlife crisis type of stuff. This is why many of them try to seek out therapy at this stage of the journey, because they feel like literally that's what it feels like they're having a mental breakdown, or they're kind of losing their identity, right? Losing aspects of themselves because meeting you has all of a sudden caused them to spiral, okay? So many of them are trying very hard to use the energy very wisely, and I feel like it's because they are gaining a lot of clarity through spiritual experiences that are happening to them. And because they can't share it with a lot of people, or I feel like they have tried to, but people either change the subject, try to convince them that they don't know what they're saying, or they might be crazy. So many of your masculines as well over time have learned to not really share the journey with anybody, and they have learned to tune either inwards or seek out spiritual mentors, and all of this I'm seeing because I just saw a lock. Okay, so all of this has been under wraps or has been under lock, or someone like does a lot of private browsing when it comes to trying to understand this journey with you. Okay, I don't know why I was seeing that. A black screen, someone goes into private browsing whenever they think about like you and this journey and what's next, they can't help but delve down the rabbit hole into things like, manifesting, or like how to dream of you, or how to pick up on your energy, or how to send you telepathic messages and things like that. So a lot of them could be feeling, there's days where I feel like this energy is affecting them. Okay, is this really happening? And then there's days where I feel like their heart's on fire and they feel like they're the king of the world. They can basically go after their dreams, do anything they want to do. Okay, what direction are they moving in with these opportunities? Oh, right to you, Divine Feminine. That's what I'm telling you guys. They need to experience it in the physical. So right now you could have a Divine Masculine that feels like, it's game time. It's time to go after what it is they desire. There's like a map. There's a map, and every day they keep taking notes and they keep writing things down, and I feel like all the signs lead to you. I feel like that's a song by Maroon 5. I don't know. I'm on a payphone trying to call home. I don't know why I'm hearing that song, but that could be a song synchronicity maybe for some of you. But there's a lot of chemistry and passion behind what your Divine Masculine is experiencing right now with all of, I feel like this beautiful, euphoric, spiritual, I'm just going to say the word, twin flame energy, okay? That is just what is going through their mind. That's what they're experiencing. And they have to come towards you and experience it in the physical to know, okay? And that's not the end, guys. Once you guys merge in the physical through touch, eye contact, for many of you, physical intimacy, prepare for, a whole other onset of, spiritual gifts that develop and just, continuously ascending deeper and deeper and deeper within yourselves. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening with this particular collective. So yeah, I hope it resonates, guys. If you guys would like to get in touch with me personally, hit me up on Hipsy. I am doing one-to-one sessions right now, and before July ends, there is there is a discount from the 17th onwards. That's about to end. So do take advantage of that if you guys would like to get a part 2 to this reading. That's a bit more of a personal touch. Join the memberships as well. I do the 18 plus readings on there that are extended readings that are really, really juicy ones. So if you guys have already delved into this energy, then yeah, definitely check out the memberships. Okay, guys, until then, I will catch you in the next one. All right, take it easy, guys. Good night. Bye.